Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to present the problem that the music company TIDAL is facing and give some recommendations on how to solve this problem by data. Here is our lovely data strategy team. TIDAL aims to build a global music streaming and entertainment platform owned by artists. They believe that nothing should get in between fans and artists. TIDAL was launched in 2014. It's a subscription-based music, podcast, and video streaming service that provides lossless audio and high-definition music videos. TIDAL has two basic subscription modes. One is $9.99 per month for Premiere, and another is $19.99 per month for Hi-Fi. TIDAL offers unique original content and exclusive experience, and they also pays the highest rates per stream out of any streaming platform to all artists. They also create direct interactions between the concerts, fans, and the artist. They also have TIDAL X program and My Mix program. In 2019, streaming accounted for 80% of the US recorded music market, and TIDAL had very strong competitors. The Big Four, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and YouTube account for 78% of subscribers. Tencent had a very strong grip on the Chinese market, and Caboose also targeting the hi-fi music market. Therefore, TIDAL is now facing a very big problem, is how to become more competitive to occupy more markets.
So how data matures TIDAL? We believe that data and analytics is one of the key drivers to achieve innovation and ultimately gain a competitive advantage. We believe that TIDAL can gain market share by investing in its data and analytics. Currently, TIDAL would be classified as data proficient within Dell's data maturity model. They use minimal AI and minimal machine learning applications, and they're just starting to begin to curate recommended playlists and have a centralized data repository. However, they don't seem to ultimately use data to make critical business decisions. So in the following, we have recommendations that move TIDAL towards becoming data savvy and data driven to become more prominent in the music streaming industry. So we have prepared short-term, medium-term, and long-term recommendations that will increase TIDAL's market share and have them be at the forefront when it comes to increasing their subscribers.
For the short-term recommendations, we've categorized them into two types. The marketing and communication strategies, and the second category being the user preference strategies. Under the marketing and communication strategies, TIDAL mainly focuses, or TIDAL's business model is built on consumers willing to pay extra for premium or quality music. So we would recommend that they incorporate a lot of market research in qualitative and quantitative data in understanding the demographics of their market that they're operating with. We would also recommend capturing of real-time reaction to from consumers to drive their business strategy using insights, as well as hiring specialized talent such as marketing analysts as well as content analysts to really oversee the success of such recommendations. So, and this would require a budget range of about $100,000 spread across 3 months, and would be measured on the basis of new subscriptions generated, new revenue increase, customer retention, and customer retention rate. And on the other hand, user preferences would require optimization of TIDAL's platform to user needs and recommendations, hence improving their experience. So as well as expanding the music collection to meet different user needs, and also developing their content to be compatible with other ecosystems such as social media, as well as artificial algorithms and AR. To achieve this recommendation would require a budget of about 50,000 to 120,000 US dollars. And to gauge the level of progress or impact for this recommendation, we would have metrics such as increase in customer lifetime value, increase in customer retention, decrease in customer churn rate.
So yeah, now moving on to our medium-term recommendations. One of the first medium-term recommendations we propose would be related to TIDAL's data culture and especially its organizational capacities. So TIDAL's current organizational structure is centralized. Their data is not yet internalized and used as a core decision framework. So to move forward, stay competitive, and gain more market share, TIDAL should install a wide enterprise approach to better manage their analytics. So hereby, TIDAL should first make organizational changes and internalize a hybrid structure where we would, on one hand, have a centralized analytics team led by a CDO, as well as have embedded specialized data analysts and data engineers within each business unit. So hereby, the central analytics team coordinates with other business units regarding data governance and data strategy initiatives. TIDAL should hire a CDO and a few more specialized data analysts, as well as invest in training programs for their employees to understand the importance of data. The budget we calculated would be around $455,000, which includes an annual CDO salary, an annual business analyst salary, and extra restructuring budget. In order to measure the success, whether we move towards becoming a more data-driven organization and the organizational structure is successful, we would recommend having surveys, trainings, and regular town halls to make sure every employee understands the relevance of data and evaluate the increase in performance, which can be measured by the increase in market share. So as mentioned, we recommend reorganizing TIDAL into a hybrid structure where we have a CDO in charge of a central data unit and have data science and analytics embedded in every business domain.
Since TIDAL is working with sensitive customers' data, it's important to integrate a data governance program. This will be help to create a standard on how to deal with the internal and external data, especially since data regulation are not clear enough defined. Hereby, it's important to have the roles and responsibility cleared, assigned, and embedded in the organization structure. And the executive team should communicate and encourage the importance of the data governance program. That will be the need of a data governance team, domain expert with data stewards. Therefore, TIDAL should hire or assign a data governance lead. The budget for that would be around, including annual salary for data governance office, assigned quality data and security analyst, around $8,000 in order to measure the success, whether the data governance program is successful or not. The data governance team will oversee all the structure being implemented, and by so they will be grouped into bands, which are autonomous and small teams that are self-organized and self-management, making also easier for the leadership and keeping bands to no hierarchy.
For the infrastructure, we recommend a transition to a cloud-based service. Why? Because this is easy, fast, and flexible for updates. Another reason is that they won't be responsible for the government regulations. They will eliminate their maintenance cost, and they will reduce the data loss risk. How we are going to measure this with the cost savings, with the decreasing of the IT staff, the reduction in capital expenditures, the automatization in backup, data backup, and the elimination of maintenance costs. For this, we will need a budget of 447,000 annually based. We recommend the cloud-based platform Azure because they are already working with Microsoft, and this will be an easy transition. Another reason is that they will still have the Microsoft tools. Some strategic consideration is that they are going to be partnering with Microsoft, and the responsibility to abide the governmental regulations won't follow into them. It will follow into Microsoft. When we talk about the scalability, with these platforms, it is easy. And when you need an expansion, you can only expand your plan with a simple click.
Wrapping up to our long-term recommendations, where we're gonna be talking about once TIDAL has the solid foundation, consider technology trends such as virtual reality and artificial intelligence. The VR strategy will be so creating a real-time experience that are happening outside of our physical location to our user. They could foster the strategy and unique proposition to have a personal concert as well and meet and greet with artists. AI would also be critical to help sort out through the options that deliver recommendations to listeners based on what they have been listening to the past. The AI potential could eliminate the need for music genders, and by so creating playlists based on what is determined by being good to the user, a really customized playlist. TIDAL is known for paying the highest rates per stream out and streaming platform to all the artists. By so, they could use AI to help the artists to compose music, identifying what characteristics and patterns are created music more enjoyable to our user. And therefore, they could also have their own internal AI-based composition for artists create their own music in studio. The budget would be in-house AI solution between $300,000, and compared to the outsourced AI management, the in-house management, which would include salary, benefit, and other hiring costs, would be around $5,000 to $300,000. The metric will be seen during long term, so we would be checking the effectivity of the strategy implemented by the revenue, the customer satisfaction by retention of the clients, and also the gaining on market share.
So here we summed it all up into one illustration where we have the short-term, medium-term, long-term recommendations, the budget and the timeline for each, and what ROI and benefit each recommendation offers to TIDAL, such as growing market share, gaining competitive advantage, reducing cost, and becoming more customer-focused. We summed it all up into one illustration where we have the short-term, medium-term, and long-term recommendations, the budget and timeline for each, and what ROI and benefit each recommendation offers to TIDAL, such as growing market share, gaining competitive advantage, reducing costs, and becoming more customer-focused. So overall, these recommendations are linked to expanding TIDAL's data strategy by linking it to their business strategy to become the ultimate entertainment platform that connects artists and fans. TIDAL will move towards becoming a data-driven organization with data at its core to drive in the competitive market. Thank you.